What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle. We're jumping back into the Extreme Z area. We are bringing back a actual fan favorite card of mine in order to Extreme Z awaken him. The little Trunks that could, Great Saiyaman, Trunks Kid.
I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sense in my home.
So we're jumping into the easy area, and I'm actually going into a blind. I'm using a youth team. I don't know if this is actually the best team that you can use, so we're just going to try it out and see how it goes. I honestly have no idea if this is going to work out or not, but essentially it's dual 50% leads because we're using the two AGL, Kid Saiyamans or whatever. And what's really fascinating, yeah, I think I will actually have her try to dodge as much as possible. What's really fascinating is that this AGL Kid Trunks is actually pretty solid, even without the easy area, even without the Extreme Z Awakening. He's actually a pretty good card, which is wild, because a lot of these easy area cards are just straight doo-doo trash, just dog water, not usable whatsoever, old cards. And this kid is actually not bad. He's a stacking unit, so he's definitely a free-to-play option. I mean, you've probably seen him used heavily on Jay Fanta's channel because he's actually a really solid free-to-play choice. It's something that you would want to bring along to longer events that is going to require you to stack up your attack, stack up your damage, or stack up your defense, etc., etc. So let's take a quick peek at what he actually does. And actually, that's the friend. So let's go to mine, because mine's is Rainbow Starred. And do I have my links up anywhere? Yeah, a little something, nothing crazy. But let's take a look at what he does right now. So he's raising his defense every single time he super attacks, which I am a fan of, right? Like, that is good. I feel like a lot of free-to-play characters should have this gimmick built into them just off the bat, right? And then if you go to his passive, 70% attack and defense, plus an additional 7% attack and a 7% chance to crit with every time he attacks. So that caps at an additional 70% attack and 49% crit. So essentially he's at a coin flip for doing crits, right? He also launches an additional attack with 3 or more orbs and launches another additional attack with 5 or more orbs. So those are key orbs. It didn't specify that you needed to have type, so that could just be any orb, which is awesome. He also recovers HP with candy, which is really good. His links are a little wonky. Innocence, Budding, Warrior, Hero, Justice, Shadow Limit, Royal Lineage, Money, Courage, but they're not terrible at the end of the day. Now, the good thing about this guy is when you do get him to, see 7 orbs right there, so he's going to be really strong doing this attack. When you actually get him to Extreme Z Awakening, he's going to keep his defense stacking, which is good, right? That's a solid thing. But he's also going to lower defense, so that's better. It's not incredible. Lowering defense is not necessarily like a really high level trait to have, but it's okay, right? It's an added bonus. And then when you go to his new passive skill, he gains 20% attack and defense. So he goes from 70% attack and defense to 90% attack and defense. So that's already pretty solid there. He's going to still gain 7% attack every time he attacks. And he's still going to gain that 7% crit. The difference is the crit's going to stay the same. What's going to change is the attack. Instead of the attack stacking up to, 70%? Now it stacks up to 77%, okay? He's going to launch an additional attack with 3 or more orbs, so that's staying the same. He's going to launch another additional attack with 5 or more orbs, that's staying the same. But what finishes up, what kind of wraps up his evolution into an Extreme Z Awakened character is all attacks become crits with 7 or more orbs. 7 or more orbs, you don't have to stack up his crit anymore. It's just guaranteed crit. And remember, he's going to do a normal super attack, and then because you've accumulated so many orbs, he's going to do 2 guaranteed additional attacks. 2 guaranteed additional attacks. So that means that he's going to do a decent amount of damage for a free-to-play character. Now, what would have been like super ideal is if somehow he stacked attack on top of his defense. That would have been kind of broken, if you ask me. If he was able to do that, oh my goodness, stacking attack and defense, he'd be hitting so hard, like just indefinite damage and landing crit after crit after crit. What? That, I think that would be a little bit too strong for a free-to-play character. So they decided not to do that. But even then, I think that's a really good Extreme Z Awakening for a completely free-to-play character off of an Extreme Z area. They tweaked him up just a little bit, and they kind of highlighted his strengths, right? They didn't give him, you know, he didn't really have any weaknesses to speak of, but I think they did a really solid job. Should I do? Yeah, I'll do this. I think they did a really solid job of making him even stronger. You know, like I said, highlighting his strengths and not necessarily eliminating his weaknesses, but definitely giving him an advantage in longer events and alongside orb changers and things like that. That's where he's really, really going to shine. So I'm excited to actually, you know, awaken this dude and test him out and level up his links to level 10, because that's something that I definitely want to do. Like I said, I've used this guy in the past in longer events, right? To bring him along for like the youth Legend of Goku event and things like that. Those missions definitely is someone that you can bring along and be able to actually succeed with. That's the key factor here. You can actually succeed with this dude. And honestly, this team is actually pretty fire. I'm going to succeed very easily utilizing this team. Look at this. Yep, go ahead and hit me. Doesn't matter, because my boy Kid Trunks is about to blast you. And ba-boom, you are gone, my friend. KO. That is it. Nice and easy. This Extreme Z area doesn't seem that hard. As you can see, this is the team that I brought along, the AGL Kid Trunks, a.k.a. the Great Saiyaman. I brought LRB Pan. I brought the Intelligence Gotenks and Ghost. I brought the Physical Seal Tanks, a.k.a. Gotenks, Physical Gotenks, Super Saiyan Gotenks. I brought the Intelligence Bulma Youth. And then the only non-youth character on this team is the Grandpa Gohan and GT Pan, obviously, because it's got Grandpa Gohan on it. So obviously it's not going to be on the youth category. Come on, guys. You know, that would be funny if he was, though. I would be like, wait, what the hell? Grandpa Gohan is old as hell. What are you guys doing? But anyway, this is the team that I used. It looks like it's working out really, really well. So I'm going to spam this and get this Extreme Z area done as soon as possible so I can level up this Trunks as fast as possible, get him easy aid 15 out of 15, and then call it a day. What you should be calling a day on is finally subscribing to the channel, finally becoming a member. Get that, monkey off your back and go ahead and commit today. Click that blue join button. Join the ranks of Joe V and Wolverine Gaming in the Boomer Champions. You can do it the free-to-play way. Gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.